Let's get started with our main content areas, and here with the first one, the medium or the art style. As said, this defines how the image was generated, and one of the most used examples here is obviously the photo, as it's really impressive. But we have much more than a photo. We could create an oil painting, an illustration, a flat illustration, an acrylic painting, or to give you more at hand, a sketch, a 3D animation, or an 8-pixel art. There are plenty of other options available, so you can be very creative here. I just want to give you some of these options at hand, and now I want to show you some of these options in a practical example to show you how this changes the overall look of the image. Specifically, I want to take the oil painting, the flat illustration, and the cartoon. Let's have a look at these three now. And I'll actually take the initial prompt, but change it slightly. So I'll paste it here. We'll remove the close-up now, because not for all image styles the close-up works perfectly. And now, of course, instead of the photo, I'll add an oil painting of a pirate. Then I'll add a second prompt, like this, where we add the flat illustration. And finally, we'll add, or we'll create, a cartoon of a pirate, the ocean in the background. Let's now generate these 3 images, or these 12 images, and let's then compare the results. All images are generated now, or almost. The cartoon still takes a few moments, and I'll now open all of these in full screen to be able to compare these now. So this was our starting prompt, just a photo of a pirate without the ocean thing. Still, these were quite realistic images already. Switching from a photo to an oil painting and adding the ocean, but this doesn't have an impact onto the image style, now gives us this oil painting look of these images. So by just switching this initial 2 words of our prompt, the whole look of the image is different. Same thing applies to a flat illustration. These are perfect images that represent the flat illustration look of our pirate here. And finally, by changing it from a flat illustration to a cartoon, we get these, in my opinion, really great images of the pirate with the ocean in the background. Sometimes we find minor details which are not 100% correct. For example, the finger count here of this pirate. I'm not sure, I think these are 6 fingers. So as mentioned previously, the finger count, for example, was improved in Midjourney 5.1 again, and in Midjourney 5 especially. Still, some of these details are sometimes not entirely correct. However, as you can see, by just changing the medium or this art style at the beginning of the prompt in this case, we get totally different images, all containing the same or similar content, but with an entirely different look.